Hey guys, it's me Courtney and welcome to my channel. Alright, so in today's video I'm going to do things a little bit differently. We are going to be testing out the new Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. Usually I don't go for powder foundation specifically because my skin type is a little bit drier. So powder foundations tend to make my skin look super dry, clings to dry spots, that sort of thing. When I went to my Sephora and I was kind of interested in this powder, the lady that works there, I'm not sure if I'm going to say her name or not because I don't know how she'd feel about that. I'm just going to call her the plug because she's usually really good about like recommending products and stuff like that. So basically my plug was telling me that because it's a powder foundation, you have to put on like your liquids and your creams and stuff first, which I get it because usually like in makeup in general you want to put your creams on before your powders. Usually if you put like a cream on top of a powder, it can kind of move whatever is underneath. That's not always the case, but it's one of those things that basically when she told me that, I was like, I wonder how that would actually work. So basically in this video, what I'm going to do to test out this Lock-It Powder Foundation, I'm going to do it two different ways. One way I'm going to do with all the cream products on first and putting the powder on top, and then the second way I'm going to do my usual routine, which is I'll put the foundation on like I regularly do and then still go on top with the cream because I just want to see how it'll work both ways, if that makes sense. I'm just curious. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation. This is what it looks like. And I have to say, I'm always pretty much a fan of her packaging. It has like this really red metallic situation going on here, which I really think is cool. From what I counted, we have 26 shades in this foundation. And it comes with the mirror as well. As you guys can see, it's like your regular compact, but I do think like the whole setup of it is really cool. I got the shade Tan Deep 180. It is a little bit lighter than I would like. Today I did my cream products underneath. I do have a feeling that that might have something to do with the color. But regardless of that, I still think it looks really good. I'm not mad at the shade. I could probably go a little bit deeper, but just for trying it out purposes, you know, I'm okay with the color. Today I used the Fenty Beauty primer. This one's a little bit more of a moisturizing primer, so I figured because it's a powder, I am a little nervous about it drying out my skin, so I wanted to make sure I did something a little bit more moisturizing. So the next thing I did was went in with my Fenty Beauty matte sticks. This is in the color Truffle. This is basically what I usually use to contour, and it was funny because putting this on my bare skin looks a lot warmer. And I was getting a little nervous as I was doing all of my cream products. So I was like, this is gonna be a disaster. After I got done, you know, contouring, blending everything out, I went in with the TooFaced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I went ahead and put this everywhere I usually do. Again, I was a little bit nervous. I wanted to do a concealer that I really trusted as far as it not creasing, like I could still give it time to sit a little bit before I set it. Then I went in with my blush. This is the NARS Torrid Liquid Blush. This isn't a blush that I'd be scared to put on top of powder, but just for the sake of, you know, putting all the cream and liquid products on, I just wanted to see what it would do. I was gonna go in with the foundation all over, but I didn't want to do that just in case the powder stuck, you know what I mean? So I just went ahead with the Huda Beauty powder to set my concealer. Okay, so I took the Fenty Beauty setting powder brush and essentially just went into the Kat Von D foundation and just buffed everything out. I want to say I did about 2 layers of this foundation. Then I went ahead with everything else. I did my bronzer just to bring a little bit more glow into the skin because we are using powders. Then I went in with the Lorac Light Source Mega Beam highlighter, which has literally been one of my favorite highlighters lately. Once I got done with everything, I went ahead and set my makeup with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, mainly because on my skin this does give me a little bit more of a sheen. The final look wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I was more so scared of the contour situation because it was so orange and I just thought it was gonna go so left. I actually like how everything turned out. I do look hella bright, especially under this light, but it's like a gloomy day, so I'll try to get a picture in some sort of regular lighting situation so you guys can see that it's not as stark as it might look on camera. Everything looks a little bit more understated than usual, and I think I kind of like it. You can still see my contour, you can still see my blush, you can definitely see my highlight, and everything is just together. You know what I mean? Like I'm really excited about wearing my makeup like this, just having a different way of doing things. Right now it is 12:05. I'm gonna see when it starts getting oily. I'm gonna let you guys know everything I can about this type of application, and I will let you guys know how everything wears, how it builds, and all of that by the end of the day. It is now 6:01. I think I started about 12. So 6 hours. This is what my face is looking like. This is with all the cream products underneath, and I gotta say I do like the way that everything looks. I did get oily, which I knew it was gonna happen. It's a powder foundation, it's a powder. I knew it was gonna happen. First off, I got really oily in this area. It is still transferable, so it's not like a transfer proof foundation. It does sink into my lines a little bit, so like right here you can see it, right here you can see it. Aside from that, my blush is still on, my highlight's still on, my contour still on, that kind of thing. Because it's a powder, I'm gonna go ahead and touch up with the same powder. When I powdered, it did take a little bit of the creasing away, which is good. This is one of those things that if you take this and like a little mini fluffy brush in your purse, you can touch up and it can literally look good as new. It's still very light. It doesn't feel heavy. It's really soft. It feels good. I'm gonna go ahead and stop here because I'm gonna get tomorrow's portion of this video in, but I did want to show you guys what it looked like, cream products underneath with me resetting it. I'm gonna sign off for the night and we're gonna go ahead and get into the next part of the video. All right, so basically for day 2, I did go in with my normal products the normal way that I would do it. I went in with my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, which sometimes can give like a more mattifying look to a already mattifying foundation. I went in with my beauty blender and just basically tapped into the actual product, and it gave me a pretty nice coverage. I feel like it's more buildable basically when you can go in just like a regular foundation. Then I went ahead and did my contour, my highlight, my bronzer, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to get a final look before I left for the day, but I did get to film the look about, I want to say it was like 8 to 9 hours later. I was way more oily, way more shiny. My pores came through way more. It was a little crazy to me, but that's usually why I try products more than one time, because there's no telling what products it'll work with and what it won't, and what application works the best, you know what I mean? So yeah, so for day 2, it started out good, didn't end as well as day 1. This look is day 3. For today, I basically went in the first way, which is applying all of my contour, bronzer, all of my liquid or creams before, and I think it turned out really good. Again, everything looks very seamless and smooth. I did go a little bit ham with the contour on this side. I feel like taking the powder over the cream products allows you to buff away a lot of your mistakes. It allows you to sort of melt everything in together, so there's no distinct line of any kind. But in that same token, I don't feel like you can build up the color as much as you can when you just go in with the face powder and do your regular thing. I will say this is probably like a really heavy eye look for this makeup, only because I feel like this powder, when worn over the cream products, is more of a gentle looking foundation. Currently it is 11:41. I'm gonna go ahead and go about the rest of my day, and I will let you guys see at the end of day 3 what we are looking like trying out this Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation situation. Alright guys, I'm back and this is what my face is looking like. By the way, it is 6:56. Can y'all see that? Yeah, it's 6:56. So I pretty much said everything I can say about this foundation, but I did want to let you guys see a little bit of how I usually do my reviews, which is like trying it with different products, that kind of thing. I was concerned about it getting in my lines right here. It did do that a little bit the second time that I wore it when I put it on top of everything. But yeah, aside from that, it is oily. So usually when your oils come through, your pores open up just a little bit. I still like how everything came out. It still looks okay, but the beauty of a powder foundation is you can literally take it with you and blot. So I am gonna go ahead and blot. You guys can see how I look now, especially right here, super shiny. As you can see, it kind of covers up those oils a little bit. I still dusted very lightly, like I didn't want to go too ham with it because it is an actual foundation and not just like a light powder. So it's one of those things that I do like it on multiple levels. I like it, one, because it's very travel friendly. If you get oily while you're out, you can retouch up with the actual foundation or powder. It goes over your products without completely disturbing your makeup underneath, which I really like enjoy. So overall, I really enjoy this powder. I think the application that I'm gonna use is gonna be putting on my cream products first. I just liked how that one came out better than my regular routine. And it's something different to do, you know, kind of switch up your routine a little bit so it doesn't get so monotonous. Hopefully this video wasn't too weird. I know I'm kind of all over the place with it a little bit. I just wanted to do something a little bit different with my review. But leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Share the video if the mood suits you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.